Ahoj a vítejte! Welcome to Autentická čeština, the best place where you will prepare for the Czech A2 permanent residence test. As you know, in Czech we use cases to provide additional information in the sentences. In some languages it is expressed by prepositions or phrasal verbs. In Czech we bend the endings of the words. We call it also inflection. Let's see now the difference between the place you are going to and the place you are right now. Generally, when you are talking about the place where you are right now, you use a locative case. For example, škola is the nominative case. Jsem ve škole is the locative case. Divadlo, jsem v divadle. Město, jsem ve městě. Les, jsem v lese. Park, jsem v parku. Příroda, jsem v přírodě. And so on. If you are going to some place, you generally use the genitive case. For example, škola, jdu do školy. Divadlo, jdu do divadla. Město, jdu do města. Meaning I'm going to the city center. Les, jdu do lesa. Park, jdu do parku. Same as locative. Příroda, jdu do přírody. Now you may say, hey, why are you using the different endings do lesa, do přírody, when there is the same case? Well, this is the trouble of Czech language. You also have to distinguish between the gender of the nouns. In Czech we have three genders: masculine, feminine, and neutral. Les is masculine, that's why you say jdu do lesa. Příroda is feminine, that's why you say jdu do přírody. Město is neuter, and you say do města, which is fortunately the same as for masculine. But then you say, hey, why for park and les, which are both masculine, are there different endings for the genitive case? Do lesa, do parku. Shouldn't it be the same? Guys, there is more bad news. There are 4 patterns for masculine: pán, hrad, muž, and stroj, according to which inflect the words. Also, I was saying that generally when you are at some place, you use the locative case. But it is not always the truth. For some prepositions, you are using genitive case even if you are not going anywhere. Prepositions like u or vedle are the classic examples. U lesa je chalupa. Les is in genitive case, lesa. Or sejdeme se u zastávky autobusu. Similarly, when you are going somewhere, it is not always genitive case. Take the preposition k. Jdu k doktorovi. Or jdu ke kadeřníkovi. This time it is the dative case. So you may say, how the hell will I learn all this? And is it even important for the exam? Well, unfortunately, yes, it is important to learn how to inflect the words for the A2 exam. On the official website, it is said that you need to know the basic form of nouns and adjectives in singular. les, do lesa, v lese. They are all the basic forms of the word les in singular. Of course, if you make a mistake now and then and say jdu do lesu instead of do lesa, it's not a big deal. But when you will be using each time a nominative case in every situation, that can be a problem. Like jsem ve škola, jdu do škola. You are not meeting the requirements, sorry. So how can you learn all this? Not a simple way to answer. If I were you, I would apply the old 80-20 rule. So I would focus on 20% of the basic words that have 80% probability of appearing at the exam. The basic nouns or places like park, škola, město, příroda, les, ulice, vlak, tramvaj, obchod, and so on. I would learn those places in the genitive and locative forms, including the prepositions, or even better yet, in the whole sentences. Jdu do školy. Kamarád jde do obchodu. Na ulici je málo lidí. Ve vlaku je plno. Also, it is very important to be in contact with Czech language as much as possible. Try to read some easier Czech stories or fairy tales, or listen to Czech people speaking on YouTube. In all those cases, you will be exposed to listening to the correct inflections. And also, don't leave it at the last moment, please. Start early and you will get there step by step. Where you can also find very interesting content is the Patreon of Autentická čeština. There are plenty of exercises very similar which you will encounter at the test itself, and also there are 3 sample exams which I prepared myself. You can try if you are ready. One of my patrons said, "Thank you very much for this useful and most beneficial platform. I am so happy that I am lucky enough to find this channel from YouTube before my exam." So if you are interested to check it out, you can press this button over here. It will take you directly to the Patreon page. It's just $6 a month and it's definitely worth it. Uvidíme se příště. Ahoj!